Hey y'all, it's Alma with the Cat's Pajamas, and today I want to show you how to assemble our Fancy Flip and Easel Cutables card templates. Our Fancy Flip and Easel Cutable card templates contain the SVG files you'll need to make these 3 A2 card bases on your Silhouette, Cricut, scanncut, or any electronic cutting machine that can read SVG files, and you'll also get the envelope file you can use to make the envelope to send the cards in. And if you don't have a cutting machine, we've included PDFs of everything, so you can print them out, attach them to the paper of your choice, and cut them out. We've also included all the mats you'll need because we know that sometimes you like to be a little bit fancy. So let's begin. First up is the Fancy Flip card. This card only looks difficult, but it's not. First thing you want to do is cut out all the parts. So that's the card base mats, and the fancy embellishment mats. You're also going to need adhesive, I'm using glue, and a burnisher of some sort. I'm using my favorite wallpaper seam roller. Start with the card base with the good side up and fold back along the center score line into a mountain fold. Then along the remaining 2 score lines, fold up into a valley fold. Burnish along the fold so you get a good crease. The more defined the crease, the better the flip action will work. I like to turn the card over when I do this so that any schmutz that might be on my roller won't show up on the good side. Now flip the card over and test the flipping action. It works. Now, with the exception of the card base, everything else is optional. It just depends on how much you like to embellish. I'm going to show you how you could use everything or virtually everything in the Cutables kit. So I'll start with the card base mats. Apply adhesive to the back of the mat and line up the curved edges of the mat to the base. Then the card front. And then the 2 smaller middle sections that should be placed at the top or bottom in the center section, lining them up with the front and inside mat. Now close and open the card to make sure that nothing gets in the way or you didn't glue anything down. Now you can stop here, but let's keep going. The larger fancy mat is the same size of the flip. So you can use this mat to add more color or texture to the inside of the card or the outside. I'm just going to set it aside and use the second largest mat. This is a smaller mat that when attached mirrors the width of the mat shown. Now for the fancy diamonds. You can use them or not. It's really up to you. And that's it. Our fancy flip card is really easy to make. You can stamp or embellish to make the template your own. Next up are the Easel card base cutables. You actually get 2 of the bases in the Cutables kit. The first one is one that I like to call the half Easel card. To assemble this card, simply cut out all the parts you need. The card base is the most important, and if you wish, cut out the card base mats as well, and the fancy flip shapes. For this card, you'll need adhesive and a burnisher for the folds. Take the card base with the good side up and fold it along the folds in a mountain fold. Then burnish. Take your adhesive and add the largest mat to the inside of the card. Take the smaller rectangle and add it to the front of the card, centering it in the rectangle at the base of the card. Finally, add the scallops mat to the front of the card, lining up the scallops to scallops. Next, add your scallops mats. These help add a bit of stability to the card when it's an easel. I like to add this little ticket shape to the inside of the card. It's perfect for a little sentiment and a perfect place for the easel to catch on so that the card stays open as an easel. Now if you want, you can add more fancy matte goodness. Here's the second variation of the easel card. Fold the base card with the good side up in half along the fold lines and again at the smaller lines. Attach the inside mat to the inside of the card. Lining up the scallop edges, attach the top mats. Now you can attach any of the other mats to the top and inside where you see fit. This bottom area would be good to place a sentiment. And for the inside, you can place a ticket mat or an embellishment to hold the easel card open. And that's it. I hope you give our fancy flip and easel card template a try. Have a great day!